Kia is something of a half-and-half trailblazer, and the XCeed hybrid is perhaps of its most famous model in the UK. It's reasonable, then, at that point, that this XCeed module crossover will be a major vendor for the brand here. Invigorated close by the petroleum model, this petroleum electric variation gets a comparable round of updates. In any case, its 1.6-liter motor, 8.9 kWh battery and electric engine are unaltered, so all-out yield remains at 139 bhp and 265 Nm of force. More significant is the all-electric reach, which is 30 miles. That is not the greatest by current PHEV guidelines, but rather still a valuable portion of charge that could assist with bringing down your running expenses, with guaranteed efficiency of more than 200 mpg, Colorado 2 discharges of 32 grams per kilometer and an advantage-in-kind organization vehicle charge rating of 12%. There are 3 driving modes, yet we question that anybody purchasing a PHEV like this will choose game consistently. Eco and Ordinary are the normal decisions, with the previous boosting proficiency. There's very little presentation to discuss at any rate, in light of the fact that notwithstanding the increase in force from the electric engine, the XCeed actually feels lazy to fire up, and the petroleum motor sounds coarse when really buckled down. Part of this absence of desperation is additionally down to the gearbox. While the 6-speed double-grip programmed unit is fine under typical circumstances, the movements could be quicker. As a matter of fact, they're recognizably sluggish, which makes sense of a 10.9-second 0-60 miles per hour time. Mind you, the gear changes are essentially smooth. Furthermore, in the event that you settle down at a casual speed to expand proficiency, the XCeed's body likewise checks out. The directing is very much weighted and offers fair accuracy. There's sufficient grasp, as well, however this is a long way from a powerful hybrid. Essentially the ride quality is agreeable, because of having a similar suspension tech as the petroleum model, highlighting pressure-driven knock stops on its front pivot for a plusher vibe. This is helped by a smooth change among petroleum and electric power, regardless of whether the 1.6-liter unit's commotion becomes self-evident. There are a few helpful updates inside as well, with the XCeed profiting from Kia's multi-mode board that initially included on the EV6. This implies you can switch between environment control and sound choices on a thin board under the fundamental screen, holding actual controls for the principal capabilities. Joined with the overhauled infotainment setup that currently includes more associated administrations, the tech functions admirably. The module crossover is just accessible in 3 trim, and that implies the fundamental screen is a 10.25-inch unit. The varieties are splendid and the reactions to your bits of feedbacks are nice, albeit the designs could be more honed. It's a disgrace that the positive 12.3-inch computerized run just comes on top-spec GT Line S models that aren't accessible with this PHEV powertrain. Other standard highlights on this model incorporate drove lights, cell phone network, a switching camera and, obviously, Kia's 7-year, 100,000-mile guarantee.